And so we decided to have it here. Even after the separation, Travis, I thought this would be taboo to him coming out here because of those circumstances. He still continued to come. He would like to run until his knee gave him problems. He would jog out here. He'd bring his girls out here. And he just loved this place. He loved coming out here. And would always try to persuade a lot of you, know who you are, to come out here and jog with him. I'm the oldest brother, and there's 4 more younger than me down the height line. And 2 people came up to me and said, my mom was married a couple times trying to find the right husband, didn't put up with alcohol or drugs or anything. She'd kick you out and start over, and kept the boys and kept the house. And managed to show us boys how a woman can be independent and raise boys on her own. And at times, there was when his own first father left, biological, he had nothing to do with him, he turned and left. So the second father came along and we called him Dad. And that's where they elected to take the name Kendall. When they asked me, I was 18, I chose not to take it. Travis and them, they didn't give me no remorse and nothing for not taking it. I was already on my way to service. But prior to that, in between fathers, I was always there for it. I felt like a dad to him. And we'd joke around because I was the man in his life the longest. And 2 people came up to me, Gabby, and said, "Do you know, Dad, what Dad said to me once?"
Did you get fish?
He said you were his dad, his brother, and his best friend. And I love him, and we always thought he would be the most successful out of us boys because he was very inventive, always thinking outside the box. So far outside the box, I didn't even understand it some of the times. And we just thought one day he'd come up with that invention or put himself in the right spot and laugh at us all because we'd be hanging on to his coattails. And he made it. He's up there, and I'll always hold on to his coattails. And he's my brother, and he loved each and every one of you. He said, you either loved me or hated me. I don't think nobody hated him. They just couldn't stand him sometimes. And that was my brother. And thank you for all coming, and he loved each and every one of you. Gabby, would you like to speak back?
My dad is first-time member from the time he was freshman to student sometimes 16. He was never one to censor either. Never would a day pass by that he didn't make someone laugh or himself laugh as well. He was also one to make the ones he loved madder at him than ever. I know from experience with my dad that he was better at losing the people he cared about most by either being a jerk or messing around too much, or even eating people's house and home. But at the end of the day, I like my dad would always say, we all just want to be a family again, whether it includes family or close friends. I don't think my dad is one to be forgotten, with his red full hair, a smile that stretches for miles, and a laugh that's contagious. Travis Edward Kendall, an incredible father, and I'm proud to ever be a husband, a brother that's worth every minute with, and a son that's full of memories. I love you, and you will always will.
Travis and I had a love-hate relationship, and he was living with me at the time of his death, and I stayed on his butt constantly. Pull your pants up, stop twirling your hair, get out of the food, make your bed, pick up the bus. And Sunday night, we had a wonderful week before this, and I honestly believe that the Lord was getting me ready for this, because we had a wonderful week. We went fishing, we laughed, we talked, and Sunday night, something woke me up about 1 o'clock in the morning, and I heard him playing the guitar. And I went and I asked him to come out on the porch to talk to me. And he come out there, and I said, Travis, I said, I got something inside of me. And I know it's not hate, but I don't like you. I don't like that you've turned against me. I said, and I need to forgive you. And he said, for what, Mom? And I said, for your drug addiction, for what you did to my girls and their lives, for just the way you are, and I need to forgive you. And he said, that's okay, Mom. And he hugged me, and he started crying, and he said, Mom, if somebody would have told me that those pills was going to do this to my life, I would have never started taking them. But he was okay with it. He struggled very, very, very hard. He would stop and go clean, and then it would grab him again. And I know that he wants each and every one of you that have experienced or are experiencing with these drugs that it's not what you're doing, it's what you're doing to the people that love you.
Amen.
This is Jules, his youngest. This is his wife, Paulina, for those that don't know. And he loved these girls dearly. They were his world. And through them, he'll live for me.
I see the resemblance so much. I pull out pictures and I gotta ask Mom, they're Travis or Travis. I want to know.
I'd like to thank everybody out coming out today to show support for my family and my brother. He'd appreciate each and every one of y'all, because he loved every last one of you, the people I've got to meet. I met a lot of people through my brother, and he was good people to each and every one of you. Sometimes you get annoying, like they said, but hate him or love him, that's my brother.
Anybody like to say anything? Debbie, anybody? Anybody know? Talk to him.
Travis was my favorite cousin. We're very close. He'd call me every day, or he'd stop in the restaurant just to say hi. He was really goofy. He'd walk in and he'd holler across the restaurant, "Hey Deb, what kind of soup you got today?" And everybody would stop and look at him. There wasn't a day that went by that he didn't stop in and call me and say hi. I really loved him.
Travis was my best friend since I can't remember how long. To explain who he is as a person is easy. He was just a great person, and I thank God, Judy and his brothers for accepting me as a brother. And I thank everybody for coming out.
Me and Travis really didn't get along, but he was my cousin and I did love him. And I hope that everybody takes this as a lesson who has somebody in their family that has an addiction to just help them and not turn your back, because that's the worst thing you could do. And I wish that we would have got along more. But he was a great person when he wasn't messed up. And it's really sad that this is the way everybody has to get together. But thank you for showing your support to Aunt Judy and Paulina and his kids and everybody in the family. Thank you guys.
I'd like to interrupt that. And Randy, you were the only one, I was jealous of you. You were the only ones that could watch the girls. Me and Aunt Rachel needed practice because we were trying to have
They
kids.
had a
and we
love-hate
begged to have
relationship,
We were trying to get the
Travis and
kids all the time, and you got to watch the kids. He loved you. He trusted you.
It was a
So
love-hate
it was a love-hate, so don't say
relationship.
you guys hated each other, because he loved you.
That we
He
didn't get
trusted you,
along.
not just because you babysit it, because he trusted you're good with kids and he loved you.
Thank all y'all for coming. This is sad. I really appreciate everybody's support. Like your brother, Brian, don't see y'all enough. It needs to stop. Come together more. Everybody else, I don't care if it's a phone call. Call all your brothers and your sisters and your cousins every day.
I'm not a part of your group. I'm just a bystander. But I pray that my prayers are with you, that God will sustain you and help you to be able to go through what you're going through. My prayers are with all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, God, for good strength and courage to keep looking forward, you know. And we learn from our milestones, and God will strengthen you, and God will give you courage. Me and the kids were upstairs just bystanding, but you know, it was like coming together when you come together as one. And like you said, to love on your family, call every day, you know, write, I love you. You don't know, because you never know when it might be the last time. You know. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your words.
Okay.
God bless you.
Brian,
Is that what I'm hearing?
we're going to go upstairs and let his ashes go. You guys will stay down here. Us brothers are going to go upstairs and let his ashes.
Jules, come up to grandma.